Hello everybody, how's it going? It's Eamon here. Hope you're all keeping well out there. We're back today with another video, and today we're not doing Omsi 2. I've had a lot of requests recently asking about what my settings are and how I get Omsi to run okay-ish and how my steering is so smooth. That was actually a comment yesterday. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you an overview of my settings and how they are set up and how the steering wheel is set up and my graphics settings and everything else. So today that's what we're doing. So hopefully you pay attention to this and you kind of look at it and see. The problem is at the moment I'm currently running. I will show you now my rig if I get my rig. I don't know where it is. I don't know where my rig is. So, I need to update. Look, damn. Maybe it's here. Anyway, I don't know where my rig settings is, but I don't know. I don't know. Where's my bloody rig settings? Anyway, look, I cannot find my rig settings. So what I'll do is I'll just tell you them. I currently run a processor, an i5 2500. Processor, 3.3 gigahertz, and I'm running a 964 gigabyte NVIDIA graphics card on a shitty little motherboard. It's not a great PC. I compare it. My nickname for it is the toaster because it struggles with a lot of things, and it kind of makes funny noises, so it burns. So that's why I call it a toaster, because it gets very warm like a toaster after a certain playing time. So I'm gonna jump into my settings now and show you what they are. So, bam! So this here is my steering wheel settings. I haven't got my steering wheel connected at the moment, but up here in the connected game controllers you would get whatever game controller is read in Omsi. Every time I verify my files in Omsi, which is a quick tip, what you should do if you have anything on like a steering wheel and buttons configured with a steering wheel or buttons configured on your keyboard, what you should do is just save a copy of your inputs folder outside of your Omsi directory. That way when you verify your files and the new default inputs go back in, it will wipe away your inputs for your steering wheel and your keyboard. So you're better off doing is, when you verify your Omsi game, is then have a backup of your old inputs, then copy them back over, and everything should be fine. As you can see, I'm currently running with a Logitech GeForce GT via USB. It has no clutch, so basically my steering is this is the axis at the moment. I have it as bi-progressive. It means, I don't know what it means, but when I turn the wheel, say 45 degrees or whatever it is, in game it will turn a lot more than what I'm actually turning. I know people don't like that because the wheel can't turn 900 degrees, but it works for me. I'm used to it, and to be honest, it's less work for me. So if I'm driving and I have a big turn coming up, and in game my bus wheel turns all the way, then my steering wheel, my driving force won't turn all the way, maybe halfway, and that's fine for me. I'm used to it. It works for me. It might not work for other people, but it doesn't really matter, you know. So yeah, so that's my steering. It's bi-progressive, and the same then with my throttle and brake. I have it ticked here. Now, this has something to do with the Logitech profiler. You have to have some combined pedals ticked in the Logitech profiler. I know a lot of people don't have issues with this because the steering wheels are pretty set up on Omsi. So that's basically throttle brake, and it's ticked and it's bi-progressive as well. But I don't think that really means much. I'm not sure. The force feedback action, to be honest, the force feedback action on my wheel is pretty hard. So I could probably lower that, the strength of the force feedback, because even when I turn at 90 degrees, it's hard. It still kind of fights with you know. So I wouldn't mind actually just sliding that back a bit, but I might do another day. Make sure this is ticked as active, because you need to have an active one, otherwise the game won't read it and you'll be wasting your time. Then your buttons, basically this is each to their own. Anybody can do this if they want. They can just assign any button on their wheel to do an action on their steering wheel. So for example, if you have the Logitech driving force To turn on my electrics, I have triangle. To start the engine, I have X. My handbrake is square, and my parking brake is O. My two doors are L3 and R3. My indicators are the back ones, and my camera viewers are the two top ones, just above the wheel. My horn is the horn. My changing camera is select, and my indicator off is start. Suits me, and it has done from Omsi 1 days, and I'm probably not going to change it. So yeah, so that's that. Steering wheel. So next we'll go back to general settings, because this is where it kind of it's kind of at, you know. Basically, I really run the settings that came with the game, bar my graphical ones, like one or two little things in the graphics section. So these aren't really important to people. You know, you can have your driver's head move, smooth transition. I don't have that. I think you lose frames when you have the smooth view transitions, so mine kind of clicks real quick. You have automatic steering wheel centered if you're having a keyboard only. You can do your user date and time for this date if you want, like today's date, or the only problem with that is you won't be able to use chronos on certain maps, so you have to switch it back to manually. An automatic clutch I have because I don't actually have a clutch. My dynamic wheel speed reduces the steering wheel turning speed at higher speeds for better maneuverability, keyboard only mode. So collisions on other vehicles, that's usually on for me. I don't know why it's off. Oh yeah, it's off because I done bust up the West County the other day. Yeah. Right. So general. Next we'll have AI. So basically, I have my AI is set to 3. Schedule priority is 3. Schedule bus is 1,000. Road traffic is 261. My road traffic factor 50. Parked cars 35. Humans 141. Factor passenger station 100%. Now I didn't touch these. These were like this. Now, as you know, I run Bus Company Simulator, so this has effect on how your options and Omsi work as well. So if you have your normal options in, but they give you an easy, a normal, and a high, and a very high. So I have mine at normal. This is probably what that does for you. It probably changes them, you know. So if you go general and you go load options, for example, so you have Bus Company Simulator. You have a lot of options here to look at that are pre-loaded into the game. So you could have Bus Company Simulator one if you want, but I don't touch it. So next we go to advanced, which is basically it's just auto save, and you can show your tickets and your information line and stuff like that. Load home app at start, reduce multi-threading. It's really, again, it's nothing. We don't want to go to the keyboard because the keyboard's just a keyboard. Graphics now. This is where a lot of people probably are struggling with their rigs. Again, I have a target frame rate of 30. It's fine for me. 30 FPS is grand. My PC won't struggle to kind of get higher FPS. It usually struggles getting 20, never mind 30, so it's fine. My neighbor tiles count is 1. I don't know if that should be more. Some people say they have issues when it's 2, so it's better off leaving that 1, but I don't know. If anyone out there has any idea about that, is it better having it on 2 or 1? I have no idea. All this stuff I never changed. The max object visibility, minimum object size, ref for reflections, nothing like that I changed at all. I've never changed it, never will. The only thing I've changed here will be these two, which is the object complexity, which means that you can see small objects on the street like phone box, a bin. If you take that off, you won't see them. Same with the max map of complexity, where you can either load a lot of stuff on the map, all of it, or just the little bits near the side streets, or even as low as just only on your route, you know. So the stencil buffer effect, I just have rain reflections on. I think it's fine. You don't need visible human reflections or shadows. I don't anyway, so use my, I don't know. Then you go to the advanced mode and graphics. Again, forced economy mode below 20. Again, none of this I've ever changed. Nothing I've changed. The only thing I've changed here is you could use low res textures, but it doesn't look right. Maximum memory for high res texture load is 3 gigs. Probably if you, depending on what you have in your in your arsenal, as in your RAM, then you can change this to whatever you want. A lot of people just leave it at 4096, but to be honest with you lads, when you verify your files, it will leave it at like 460 memory bytes. Sometimes for me that works, you know. I don't know why it just works. I think I sometimes have issues with the game when I have it this high. I had it on 4096 and I kept getting the game to freeze, and so I took it down a notch. So 3096 for me seems to work okay. But I honestly, it's funny because I honestly think it was fine when I had it on 480 or 460 memory bytes. It was no problems whatsoever. So I don't know why I even changed it, because sometimes I still have issues with it. You know, if it's so big. You know, I think maybe my PC is struggling to kind of get it all in there. You know. I think that's pretty much it, guys. Next, we have the controller, which we're already at. We saw the graphics, the add-ons. There, just all my add-ons that are activated in Omsi. Yeah, I think that's it, boys. And then just sounds. I have sounds down low because if you put the sound up, it kind of makes a bit of a difference, you know. So yeah, that's not me, by the way. I don't know who that is. So yeah, guys. I think that's pretty much it. That's my settings. That's how I play Omsi. That's how I run Omsi. That's how I drive in the game. Basically, I've never done a video on my settings before, so this could be a good thing for you guys as well, to just check them out and see how they're doing. You know, if they're okay and if they still manage your settings. Now again, I do run 16GB RAM PC. With a 4GB NVIDIA graphics card 960 and a i5 processor 3.3 GHz on a Asus. It's an old motherboard, you know. It's as I said, it's a toaster. Nothing happens, nothing great. It's low end, if anything, you know. But I can't slag her because she's done me proud all these years now that I've had her, and no matter what I throw at her, she kind of accepts it. So and she does her best to work it out and give me results that are good. While I'm here, I'm going to spill a few secrets, which is now because I will tell you what I use to uh, do my videos. Like process them and render them and edit them and so forth. Just quick kind of tutorial on that. Not a tutorial, just a quick to show you quickly. I use Cyberlink Power Director 15. This is what I use to edit and process my videos and then upload them. I have a lot of options. You can create a slideshow, a theme designer, an express project. This renders videos extremely fast. You could have a video that's 10 gigabytes in size. So you have, say, with Shadow Play, if you have it on high, you could have 11 minutes of 4 gigs, 12 minutes of 4 gigs, you know, and then another 12. So say your average Omsi video is 40 minutes. So you're looking at for a 12 gigabytes of video. This will rip through it in a matter of minutes. And that's truth. I have gone through, I'd say, a video which was roughly about 15 gigs of video. And this thing done it in another 10 minutes. So it did. Now again, it could be the PC, but it is absolute beast for rendering videos. People can probably say that, oh, it takes forever to process my video and render it and convert it. Not with Power Director 15. Oh Jesus, no! It is awesome. I paid for the product, so I have like an activation key and an email and everything because I like to pay for it. If I wanted to work right, I wanted to pay for it. So yeah, so that's what I use to render and process and convert and bang up to YouTube for you guys. So yeah, so that's all, guys. That's all I've got. That's my secrets. That's how I do my videos. That's my Omsi settings, and that's how I roll, basically, you know. So yeah, so hopefully this helps you guys. Hopefully you can take something from this and learn. I don't know if you heard that, but I'm not going to say what it was, so we'll just leave that to the past. So yeah, so guys, thank you as always for watching. I hope this helps you. If there's any questions, just drop them in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do for you. Alright, boys and girls. Is there any girls out there? Ladies, is there any of you out there watching me? If there is, just comment and say hello, because I will write back. I always do. Anyway, lads, go on. I shall talk to you all in the next video, which will be probably Bus Company Simulator in some place called Aachen, or I don't know, Buses of the West Countries maybe in a Trident again in the rain or the snow. Ooh, decisions. Anyway, guys, I'm talking enough. See you all later. Thank you.